My name is Michelle Drew, and I went to Fiddleheads Camp. I heard about Fiddleheads Camp from my violin teacher. I had been taking lessons for about 3 years, and I told her that although I was happy to be learning the music theory and techniques she was teaching me, I also wanted to improvise and play with other musicians. She told me about Fiddleheads Camp and said I should go. The camp takes place every year at Newfound Lake in New Hampshire over a September weekend. In case you don't know, a violin is the same instrument as a fiddle. The difference is in the way you play it. Fiddle music is traditional and often bouncy and energetic and not stuffy. The Fiddleheads Camp is definitely for fiddle players. I took the plunge and registered for the camp. Little did I know that my experience that weekend would change the way I play, the way I look at music, and more importantly, how I see myself as a musician. I arrived on Friday night just in time for a fiddle concert. All kinds of musicians were there. There were guitars, basses, banjos, keyboards, and of course, lots and lots of fiddles.
Sometimes pain. I've been in here to all the devil's fiddle. Listen up for Gabriel's song. Find my place right in the middle and play along.
We will have what are called mystery workshops, which are unplanned workshops. We're getting more planned every year, which is, 5 years.
We used to have five mystery workshops.
So, Kathy and I both work on the job, so throwing this thing together is a little bit crazy. We got together Wednesday and said, what are we doing?
So that's not really true.
Well, not quite, but anyway. Thursday. Anyway, so, go with the flow. We're not always going to be on schedule, not always going to be on time.
After the concert, the performers led us all in a jam session. They played each song over and over again so we could all work on the tune and improvise to it. I had never been to a jam session like this before, one designed just for beginners. The players ranged in age from 8 to over 60, and their experience went from a few months to decades. It was dark when I arrived at the camp on Friday night, so I couldn't see much of it until Saturday morning. The camp is situated on Newfound Lake, about an hour north of Manchester, New Hampshire. Saturday morning started with breakfast in the main cabin, followed by all kinds of workshops.
And you'll see typically in bluegrass, a lot of us use the actual chord name. But if you can get in the habit of hearing that it's the 1, 4, 5, it'll really help you change keys quickly. It'll help you move around on the instrument a lot. So what I'd like you to do right now is just take this hand out here.
Just that phrase again.
Find that B flat. We don't want to lose you on B flat. I want to lose you down here, but not here. Okay? Okay, ready? Go. Try that again.
You didn't even have to go to the workshops to learn a few things.
Then gives you as much of that as you want to put in there to support your voice. I think I'm the guitar player I am because I always thought I had a horrible voice. So I figured that when I was singing, I needed to get something happening here that kind of took people's minds off of the other part. And I mean, eventually the voice developed, but it made for a very strong style because I felt like, hey, if I can hear that note that I'm trying to hit with my voice on my guitar, then I know where I'm going with the voice.
That kind of, those passing notes are also something that, you know, that you can put in there as a rhythm player to
Personally, I did go to the workshops, and I learned a whole lot that day.
soloist to go.
First and foremost, all improvisation is based on chords. Suppose the song you're playing uses the D, G, and A chords. Each chord has a 1, 3, 5 construction. You can easily see the first, third, and fifth notes in the chord just by looking at the keys on a piano. When the D chord comes up in the song, you can noodle around with the notes in the chord all you want and it will still sound great. Once you've got that down, you can really start to play, and you find that the chords are just a guide. This is where your imagination comes in. I was invited to explore the notes and come up with riffs of my own.
Pardon me?
So why did you come to the camp?
I've been here before, when I couldn't play at all. I thought it might be fun to come back, but now I can play a little bit.
Fiddling has been my passion, and it just evolves into other areas of music, and I'm a very beginner fiddler, but I just enjoy it so much. And I needed a break from everything too.
All right. And why did you come?
I've been coming for 3 years so I can expand my musical horizon. Learn to play well with others.
On Saturday afternoon, we split up into bands and went off to rehearse 2 songs with an instructor and a few experienced musicians to help us along. Even after rehearsal was over, most of us still wanted to keep playing. Saturday night was the highlight of the weekend. Our bands performed in a concert in the big cabin.
See my shady bro standing in the door. She's had stockings in her hand, little bare feet on the door. Shady bro,
Hey! Wait for Steamboat!
About 100 people came, some of them people who had nothing to do with the Fiddle Camp, but who had heard there was a free amateur concert.
Can I get you now, or must I hesitate?
Standing on the corner with $1 in my hand, looking like a woman who just needs a loving man. How long, oh how long, baby, do I have to wait? Can I get you now, or must I hesitate?
On Sunday morning, we gathered for a few more outdoor sessions. Then it was time to say goodbye and head back to real life. So, what did I get out of all this? Well, I used to practice playing the violin a few hours a week. Now I can't get enough of it. I play during breaks from work, and I play at night when I should probably be doing the dishes. I found some groups to jam with, and even though I'm still a beginner at improvising, I play anyway, and with a confidence I never had before. Before going to Fiddleheads Camp, I played notes on a page. Now, I play music.